It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Just wanted to come on, share some of my love, my light, and my grace with you. I do have a message that I want to share, but before I get into it, I just wanted to take a moment to just express gratitude. I'm grateful that I have the ability to connect with people from all over the world. And I'm grateful that I live in a time where this is even available and accessible. Like technology, social media, the phone, the Wi-Fi, the internet, just all these things that I really don't even have the awareness to comprehend how it works. But I benefit from its utilization. I benefit from its creation. And yeah, I just wanted to express that because when I go back and just witness my own evolution with using social media, and I go back and I'm able to see my old videos or just to see where I once was and see where I am now, it's amazing. So even if I only use social media as a documentary of my own existence, of my own evolution, of my own being, then it's enough. So regardless of the numbers or the algorithm or the likes or the subscriptions or the monetization, aside from those things, which I'm sure are just perks, I'm grateful just for being able to, again, document my own journey and to witness my own evolution. And I think that's something we don't do often enough. We are so consumed with what people are going to think and how people are going to feel and what they're going to say, that it keeps us from being our genuine, authentic self. But what would happen if you were to lay down the responsibility of what other people think or what they feel or what they're going to say? What if you really chose to just lean into living authentically, right? Everything in nature is authentic, it's organic. And we forget that we are a part of nature as well, right? I think sometimes we forget that we are a part of nature as well. And our sole purpose is to authentically express our truest nature, our truest essence. Because everything that God creates with a purpose. And we know that God creates with the end in mind. So you being created is enough to reveal that your life is purposeful. And when you live your life like it's purposeful, it becomes purposeful because there's so much magic in you. There's so much beauty in you. There's so much strength in you. There's so much mystery in you. There's so much mastery in you. But you'll never tap into your potential if you don't first recognize that your life is purposeful. I think so many of us are constantly seeking outside of ourselves to give our life meaning. We're waiting for the validation to come from other people, to come from job titles or relationships or money and accolades, where really none of that is a direct reflection of your essence. Who are you without all of those things? Who are you without the title? Who are you without the money? Who are you without the accolades? Who are you without the add-ons? Who are you at your essence, at the core of who you are? Who God has created you to be? When's the last time that you ever even tuned into that? What is my purpose? And not to say that you have one particular purpose, right? But if you don't ever tune into what your purpose is, what your assignment is, what your strengths are, Lord, what did you create me for? Then you'll never know, right? Seek and ye shall find. Ask and it shall be answered. Ask and ye shall. Y'all get what I'm saying. My words are getting jumbled up right now. Knocking, it shall be open to you. Seeking, you shall find. Asking, it shall be answered. That's what I'm saying. And the more you do those things, seek, knock, ask, then the more you put yourself in a position to be receptive. But if you don't seek, how do you ever expect to find? If you don't ask, how do you ever expect to have an answer? Why would God show you something that you've not asked to see? Why would you tap into the potential that you haven't even acknowledged is there? What would happen if you truly decided to go all in on you and become grateful for the gift that is your life without trying to make it be what you think it should be? What if you really leaned into it unfolding as it was always meant to? And so that means if something or someone fades away, leaves you behind, decides that this is no longer what they want to do or be a part of, then so be it. And you choose to decide, okay, and keep moving forward. But if not, then what are you trying to do other than manipulate your life to be what you think it should be? But you didn't create yourself. So how do you feel like you get to decide what your purpose is? You know? And if you don't realize that your purpose is bigger than yourself, you were created on purpose, with purpose, in purpose, to contribute to the lives of others. But if your life is solely focused on what you think or what you want or how you feel, that within itself may be a disservice to your own creation, to your own purpose. And I just think that sometimes we have to realize that life is more than about you. And that's hard to accept sometimes because you're like, it's all about me. It's my world. Me, I, which is great and cool, right? But everything is all about moderation. In the yoga philosophy, we call it brahmacharya, and it's about moderation. Too much of anything is not necessarily good or healthy, right? So we always want to have a healthy balance. But I'm saying all of this to perhaps invite you and myself to just reconsider how we navigate through life. The way that you move through life is a reflection of what's going on within you. I'm glad to hear that, Benji. Benji said he needed to hear this. I'm glad. I believe that we fail to realize that there's nothing that goes on in the spirit that is not revealed through behavior. So there's nothing that's going on within you that is not revealed through how you move, what you say, what you do, and ultimately who you show yourself to be. And that's with anything. If you're only ever thinking about how things benefit you or what you want or how it's going to affect you, that reveals what's going on within you. Just like if you're always thinking about what someone else needs or pleasing other people, that reveals where you are on your journey as well. And I think we should get to a point where we desire to have a healthy balance, a moderate experience of life, where I'm not so consumed with myself, but I'm also not so consumed with any and everybody else. I am almost, in a sense, neutral to life. Whether it comes, whether it goes, I'm okay. That is the balance. The balance is being neutral. The balance is being non-attached. I'm not attached to any particular thing. So whether it comes or goes, I'm okay. Right? Nothing is ours to keep. Everything in this life is temporary. This life itself is temporary. And we get so caught up in the temporary circumstances that we're making permanent decisions. So if I realize that even this life that I've been gifted is temporary, the best thing that I can do is manage it well. The best thing that I can do is be as present as I can be right? And make the most out of what is presented. The present is a gift. That's why it's called the present. If I'm spending the present thinking about the past or the future, then ultimately the present just slips through my fingers. And it's so important to choose this day whom you will serve. Will I be so caught up in the narrative of my mind, thinking about the shoulda, coulda, woulda, maybe, possibly, what if? Or will I allow myself to be led by my spirit, my higher self, God, Source, the Most High? Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. I'm not going to debate you on your opinion. But I will say attachment is the root of all suffering. Someone says that being attached to a person is not bad. Your reality is yours. Your mentality becomes your reality. I'm only speaking from my mentality right now, which is a reflection of my reality. Each of us is wearing a different lens when it comes to perception and when it comes to mindset and ultimately when it comes to reality. So I'm not going to debate you on the lens that you're choosing to wear and see your life through. But I will say that if you desire to live a more free life and you desire to evolve beyond your norm, especially if you feel like your norm is really based in, if you are not feeling fulfilled in your reality, then perhaps it's time to evolve. But if you feel like where you are is where you want to be, then continue to choose that. I'm talking to the people who want to free themselves. I'm talking to the people who want to be mentally free, spiritually free, emotionally free, because we are meant to be free. We're not meant to be bound by anything. We're not meant to be bound by circumstances, relationships, people, places, or things. Not money, not gender, not race, not age, not all of those things are man-made. All of those things were placed upon you, and all they do is bind you. And when you feel bound, you're less free. The more free you are, the more choices you have. And when you realize that your life becomes a reflection of your choices, you realize that's the only thing that you ever really can control, your choices. So what will I choose? Choose this day whom you will serve. Who will I choose to serve? My higher self or my lower self? Who will I choose to serve? The light or the dark? Who will I choose to serve? Humanity or an idea, an ideology? All of these things are always in our control, what we choose. Now, I can't control what someone else does or what they say or how they feel or even the ripple effect of my choices. I cannot control, and that's not the point. The point is to choose wisely. And in order to choose wisely, I have to seek wisdom. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and everything you need will be added unto you. It doesn't say go searching for what you think that you need, because a lot of what we think that we need, we don't. A lot of what we think we need, we don't. We're so focused on what we want or what we think that we want that we oftentimes skip over what we need. But God is a provider of needs. You might not always get what you want, but don't you have what you need? Right now, in this moment, you have everything you need. A beating heart, breath of life flowing in and out, healthy body. From that, I can build, create, overcome just about anything. It's a mindset. It's a mindset. And once you set your mind to something, you'll realize that there will be little that you can overcome. Peace and love. Welcome in. Dr. Lumar, welcome back. Hey, Ashbin, I'm glad that you're resonating with the message that I'm sharing. I'm live on TikTok and YouTube. So once this comes down on TikTok, it will be available on YouTube. So if you miss it, you can go ahead and check me out over there. I'm Live So Graceful on all platforms. But yes, like I was saying, your mentality becomes your reality. As you think, so you become. Thoughts become things. So it's very important to understand that your reality is based on your own mindset. We might all be living in the same world, in the same earth, I should say. But our reality of this earth, our reality of the world is different, right? Two people can be experiencing the same circumstances, but their perception and mentality around those circumstances are different. And so their experience is going to be different. Their reality is different. And when you realize that, then you stop trying to make other people see things the way that you see them, or you stop expecting for other people to see things the way that you see them. Now, if they're curious and they want to know and they ask questions, that's one thing. But to feel like because I feel this way, someone else must feel this way. Because I think this way, someone else must think this way. That's setting yourself up for disappointment. Expectations always lead to disappointment. Because we're never meant to expect anything. Hey, April, welcome in. Ashbin, welcome to the tribe. Thanks for the follow. Hey, Avery. Hey, Diva or Deva. So pretty much, I really just came on here to share some of my love, my light, and my grace with you. But then I felt guided to share the messages that have come through thus far. And I'm going to get back to, I am going to be going live every day. Get back to that and just sharing what comes up, sharing some of my time, my energy, my love, my grace, but also sharing any downloads that I receive, because I feel like that's what we're here to do, is to share. And you never know how you sharing can ripple through and reach someone who needs to receive that very thing. So even if one thing that I say reaches one person that needed it, so be it. So be it. Because this life is not my own, right? I don't get to start my own breath and start my own heart. Thank you. Hey, Mr. Let It Sink in Your Spirit. Welcome in. It's been a while. Thanks for the roses. Thanks for the gifts. We got a flash goal here. Let's see. Thank you. Perfect. So I just wanted to remind you that you are the one that gets to decide how you want to live, who you want to be. But ultimately, let me say this in the best way. If you've ever had a phone and it's meant to function one way, but you can jailbreak your phone to make it do other things. I think most of us are, in a sense, we've jailbroken ourselves. And I really hope that this analogy makes sense, because it came out of nowhere. It didn't come out of nowhere. I know it's a divine download. But most of us are jailbroken versions of ourselves. We operate in ways that, yes, may function and, yes, may help us to reach certain goals, but it may be outside of how we were formatted originally to function. Does that make sense? So you were created on purpose, in purpose, with purpose. God has created you on purpose, right? For all things. There's a reason, there's a season. You were created with a certain purpose in mind. And you may be living your life according to your own idea, your own feeling, your own perception. That's your free will, right? We have free will. We have the ability to choose. But just because you're choosing to live a certain way does not mean it necessarily aligns with the purpose that God created you for. That's what I'm saying. And I think it's up to us to decide. Again, choose this day whom you will serve. Will I serve myself, or will I serve the God in me? Because one's only going to take me so far, and the other, there is no limits. Hey. Y'all, I'm at the yoga studio. Graceful Studio. This is my yoga and wellness studio in Mississippi. Giving y'all a little little views. And yeah, before I left the studio, I just want to share some of my energy and just chat with y'all a little bit. I'm grateful. I really am grateful just to be alive. I'm grateful to be at this point in my journey where I'm now seeing things from a higher perspective. And I think it's important to realize that life happens in cycles, right? But if you don't learn the lesson, you'll be caught up in like a hamster wheel. So you'll be going in a loop, which is going around in circles, but there's no evolution. Versus cycles, you're going through the same things or similar things, but it should cycle upwards. And so the higher you go, the more you're able to see things from a higher perspective. And when you see things from a higher perspective, it allows you to move differently. I'm not going to constantly get caught up and triggered in someone else's projection or deflection or rejection. And I realize that I always have the power to choose. What am I here to learn from this? What can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? Is this my responsibility? Do I desire to engage with this? Because at any point in time, you could choose to walk away or put it down or say no. Life is always a reflection of your choices. That's really the ultimate synopsis of what I'm saying, is that life is a reflection of your choices. Hey, Jeremy, thanks for the love. Thanks for sharing and liking and sending gifts. I sure appreciate you. Roderick Johnson, thanks for the gifts. Welcome in. And Roderick asks to see my outfit. Sure, I'll show you in just a moment. Am I tall? I'm 5'7.5". Thanks, Jeremy. You come in with all the gifts. I love that. Come on in now. You became the #2 fan in the fan club, Jeremy. Thank you. All right, yeah, I'll show you my outfit. Give me a moment. This is what I'm wearing today. But also the phone is down low. The phone is in the windowsill. This is my outfit. I really like this shirt. One of my yogis gave it to me. Isn't it nice? And my cute little toes. I just got them polished yesterday. The color is called Pink Angel. It's pink. It's got a little glitter in it. It's so cute. Anywho. Life is a reflection of your choices. Yes, Dwayne, exactly. Oh, didn't mean to cut y'all off like that. Life is a reflection of your choices. Let's see, I got my top fans in here. My #1 top fan is Bruce Wayne. Shout out to you, Bruce. Derek Stewart, shout out to you. And Gray Wolf. Those are my top 3 on YouTube right now. So shout out to y'all. Make sure you're turning those notifications so when I go live, you don't miss me, because it's going to be kind of random, but I'm going to be going live every day. TikTok, YouTube, I'm going to be going live every day. So make sure you subscribe, follow, turn on the notifications. So I feel like that's really all that I wanted to share. Did y'all have any questions for me? I feel like I need to do a live where I just do Q&A. Because I just hop on and I share the message that I feel like is on my heart to share. And then I'm like, okay, see you later, bye. But perhaps I can be a little more interactive, so. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Dwayne. I sure appreciate you. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day. Really, it's been 25 minutes that I've been on here. I've been chatting for 25 minutes. I guess I should be wrapping it up now and go get some food, go home. I did cook yesterday. I can warm up some of that. I need to, what I really want to start focusing on, y'all, which is crazy that August is starting in 2 days. So Friday is going to be August 1st, which means we're officially into the 8th month of the year, which means we have 1 quarter left. 1 quarter. 4, 8, 12. Well, okay. So a little more than a quarter because we've already gone through the first 3. So August, I guess, is the end of the, is it the end of the 3rd quarter? September, October, November. No, we have 2 months. So we're in our 3rd quarter right now, but we have about a quarter left of the year, which is wild to consider. If there's something that you know you need to do, now is the time. So for me, I know I need to work on decluttering my phone. My storage is so full, and I feel like I take pictures and videos every day. I love, love, love capturing. That's my favorite app on the phone is my camera. Like, just whether it's the sunset or the sunrise or the bird or the bee or me, love, love, love the camera. So I'll just fill up my storage until it says storage is full. And then I just empty it out, back it up to Google Photos, and then do it again. And now I'm like, all right, Liv, you have so much content. And it's not even content, it's really just documentation of my life and of my journey, which that's really what content is, right? It's documenting your journey and sharing it. You have so much. It's time to use what you already have. It's time to use what you already have. And that's why I'm saying to you, if there's something that you know that you need to do, now is the time to do it. So before I go and clear out the storage on my phone just to fill it back up, let me go through and already use the content that I have. And I say that, for me, it might be the storage in my phone, but for you, it might be something else. The idea that you've been sleeping on, that you go to sleep with and wake up with, and it's on your mind, it's in your heart. The habit that you know that you need to lay aside or implement. Like for me, I need to be getting up earlier. I need to get up at 5:30 a.m. And every day my alarm's been going off at 5:30 and I'm like, 30 more minutes. And then that 30 more minutes turns into an hour. And then I get up at 7. And while I still have a little time, I don't have as much time to move through my day before I'm going to the studio or working with clients or logging online. I need to create time and space just for me and God, without interruptions. So again, as we bring this month of July to a close and as August is right on the horizon, is now a good time to start to consider, what do I need to lay aside? And what do I need to pick up? What do I need to implement? And what do I need to put to rest? And really, really lock in. Like really lock in. Because if you don't, it'll be a year before you realize it. And the time has changed, but not much else has, you know? Hey, Eugene. Hey, Daniel. Welcome in. Thanks for the gifts. So yeah, I just wanted to share those downloads with you, share a little bit of insight with you, and remind you that the life that you desire exists. It does. It just requires that you actively participate in its cultivation, in its creation. You can't just sit and wish and hope and want for the life that you desire to just arrive. Every day you have to choose to align with it. So for me, the life that I desire requires me to wake up early. It requires me to go to bed on time. It requires me to implement certain habits, put a time limit on the apps on my phone, and to be really locked in, to read more and to be in nature, but also to create systems so that my business and my work and life balance out. My work and life balance out. You know, and it's not enough just to have a business, but I want my businesses to thrive And in order to do that, I have to have systems in place without burning myself out. And I'm just sharing these things with you, but really with myself, because again, that's what this social media is for me. And I think I've lost sight of that this is for me first. Whether it resonates with you or anybody else that comes across it, that's just a bonus. It's a cherry on top, but it is not necessary. This is for me. I want to be able to look back and see what I did with my time here on earth, how I lived, how I loved, what I learned, how I applied what I learned, who I helped, you know, how I grew and evolved. How gracefully I let go of the things, people, and places not meant for me. And pretty much, y'all just get to be a witness to that journey, to that evolution. So yeah, that's all I got today. I am gonna wrap it up, head back into the day, and flow with grace and gratitude. Thank y'all for sharing this time and space with me. If you haven't already, I invite you to follow, join the tribe, the gang. And yeah, I hope to see you next time. Remember that you are an active participant in your life. So act like it. No one's coming to save you. No one's going to give you what you want or what you feel like you need. And if they do, it's going to come at a price. It is up to you to give yourself what you know that you need. If there's a word that you need to hear, tell it to yourself, right? If there's an experience that you need to have, cultivate it for yourself. You and God, God and you. And when you stop waiting and just start taking action, aligned action, man, life becomes so much more fulfilling. Most of us, we don't live. We just exist and we try to figure it all out in our head, and all that does is make you feel depressed or like you're behind or you're inadequate or just so many other things, because the mind is trying to keep you safe. But you don't realize that your logic is limiting you. That's a video within itself. I think I'm going to make that video right now. But I love you. Thanks for sharing this time and space with me. And I pray that something that I've shared today resonates with you and that you carry it into your day and that you're able to apply it and it makes it a better place to live. Hey, Sean, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. So I'll see y'all next time. Peace and love.